Hi, I'm Garrett, loan originator and founder of Candid. In this demo, I'm going to show you how I took my personal production from $6 million a year to $250 million a year using two systems. One, an LOS, and two, Candid, a next generation mortgage marketing, CRM, and client retention platform built for the modern loan originators. Let's get started. Welcome to Candid's homepage, Command Central for everything you need to gain insight into the health of your origination business. Here you'll find number of referrals coming in each month over month, and year-over-year comparison, the source of those referrals, month-to-date, year-to-date, volume comparisons, as well as historic projections broken apart by different scenarios. You also have insight into team workload and performance, and what clients are saying about their experience in their surveys. You'll also find a full dashboard of all post-closing marketing automations happening on your behalf and behind the scenes through Candid's robust post-closing marketing engine. All of these reports and dashboards can be fully customized, so if you're not seeing exactly what you want, reach out to Candid's support and they'll be happy to help walk you along the process of building your own reports and your own dashboards. On the right-hand side, you'll see optional blue-powered market insights detailing where the competition is locking in their interest rates. Now, Candid is broken apart into four important categories: prospects, deals, accounts, and tasks. Prospects are anything from the very first time you speak with a client all the way until they're under contract or in escrow. A deal is a client who is in escrow or under contract until they have closed on that transaction. Tasks are what's going to drive your team's day-to-day operation, and they are assigned both automatically as well as manually. And finally, accounts are any and all referral partners, including realtors, CPAs, financial planners, even title or escrow contacts, transaction coordinators, and beyond. With all objects, you'll find list views that are easily updated. You also have different view options depending on how you best want to view your pipeline. Let's dive into prospects now. Inside a prospect, you'll see detailed on the left-hand side, a compact view, an overview of who on your team is working the file, buyer profile notes. In the center, you'll see your timeline with each stage, as well as a second timeline detailing exactly where the client is at within their mortgage application. The activity log gives you and your team insights into voicemails, emails, and internal note detailing each interaction you've had with the client. The details section will hold information like the client's name, phone, email, who the buyer's agent is, and loan information. For this client, let's go ahead and assume that they've completed their mortgage application, standard income, fantastic credit, and we can go ahead and move forward with pre-approving them. We want to make sure we have the realtor's name in here and we fill out any buyer profile notes. Your buyer profile is going to give your realtor partner important insight into the client's home financing and everything they need to make an offer. Here you can see I've already placed some notes. First time home buyer, absolute max $750,000, and we're okay with a 15-day close. We'll check our send buyer profile box, and once we're ready to pre-approve the client, all we'll need to do is update our stage to pre-approved. And we'll say, yes, let's go ahead and text and email the client to send them a copy of their pre-approval letter and congratulatory communication around achieving this important milestone in their home buying journey. And just like that, our client receives an email detailing the status of their home financing, as well as a copy of their pre-approval letter attached, all done with the click of a mouse. Our referral partner will also receive their buyer profile email with all of the information they need to make an offer on their client's home, including access to their approval letter. Let's go into our referral partner's portal now. Each referral partner has their own unique portal where they'll be able to update and download any of their client's approval letters so that they can make an offer at any time. They'll also be able to have a full view of each of their client and their pipeline, giving details like their maximum approval amount, down payment, and those notes we provided through the buyer profile. Referral partners will also be able to instantly refer clients through the Refer a Client feature. As soon as you receive a referral, those referrals will receive an email and a text from you, pushing them to schedule a phone call or complete your online application. The referral partner will also receive a text confirming that you have received the referral. Client-specific mortgage calculator is also provided to each of the referral partners, where they'll be able to accurately calculate mortgage payments based on that client's unique scenario. And finally, if you're in a condo-heavy market, each referral partner will also have insight into condominiums in the area, the down payments for each, and the status. Let's head back to our prospect now so we can move along in the journey. Now we're back in our prospect. The client is out shopping for a home, and Candid's going to do a remarkable job of making sure that you stay front and center in their mind as they're out home shopping, with omni-channel, dynamically populated content delivered to their email inbox as well as through text. Now with every client, we're going to need some items from them in order to finalize their approval, and we can do this through an environment that we call REN, or Remaining Items Needed. The REN environment is a drag and drop environment where we can collaborate around what documents and items and information we need from our clients. It's super simple to set up, and as you can see here, I've already loaded the template and I can request the items from the client through a click. Now in the REN environment, I can request both documents as well as information, like a task. Here you can see I've asked my client, do you own any additional real estate? You can also gather payment information or contact information through the same environment. Now there are a couple of different ways that the client can provide us what we need. One, of course, through email, and when we receive a document, we can easily drag and drop it into the REN environment. But what we prefer is the client use their client portal. Each client also has access to their own client portal where they can go and upload and provide the information we need as well. The client can drag and drop documents as well as create their own and answer any questions that we have. Clients also have access to their own approval letters, which they can update and download, as well as a mortgage calculator that's built specifically for them. They can chat with anyone on the team, and if they have specific questions about an item, they can ask it here as well. Now back in our own REN environment, as the client's updating documents and information we need, we'll see a live look into exactly what they provided, as well as be able to answer any question. This is a great way for the team to collaborate and communicate around what items and documents you need from each client. This environment also will automatically follow up with the client on exactly what you need and when you need it. Now is a great time to mention tasks. As you can see in our activity log, every action we've taken so far has created an open task for you or someone on your team. When the client started their mortgage application, a 48-hour app started follow-up was scheduled. When a pre-approval letter was created, we instantly got a high priority task letting us know that has been done. And once we put them in pre-approved status, you can see here that a home search check-in was scheduled for 7 days down the road. So far, you'll see that all of these tasks have been scheduled for the loan officer. But once an assistant is added, the system will dynamically populate those tasks to be scheduled for the assistant instead of the loan officer. And because we have an assistant on the file now, all email communication and items needed communication would start coming from that assistant instead of the loan officer, so that communication can correctly be routed to the right person on your team. Each person on your team also has their own task view, so they can have one place to go to see exactly what is left for them to do each day. And tasks are a great way to measure workload. Back on our home page, you can easily see who on your team has what tasks left for the day. Back to our prospect, let's say they have found the home and they are under contract or in escrow. Here's what next steps look like. First, we want to make sure that our purchase price, our close date, and other important details about the property are correct. Once we populate a subject property address, Candid will also pull in the year built, the property type, the flood zone, as well as the taxes. Once we have the information in here, we update our status to Docs Out, which is the initial application being sent to our client. Once in Docs Out, you'll see that our client just received a text and email update from the loan officer. Here's where those turn times on the home page become so important, because within the text, we're starting to set expectations around when they can expect things like their application, the appraisal to come back, and more. The client will receive a text and email update from you detailing exactly where they're at in their transaction and answering some important questions we know that they may have. The listing agent will also start receiving communications from you as well, and in those communications, the listing agent will have access to their custom portal. Finally, we'll go ahead and ask the buyer's agent to provide some important information about the transaction, like will we need a power of attorney, are the utilities on, and more. Now that information can be found back on our prospect page under the transaction information section. And not only will that information be gathered for you automatically, but Candid will analyze it. Let's say the buyer's agent indicated we'll need a power of attorney to close the transaction. Candid will go ahead and reach out to our title or escrow contact and let them know we'll need a power of attorney and provide the client's contact information so they can begin that process. Candid uses automation to order other items we'll need in the process, like title work and a homeowner's insurance declaration page. Now, before we converted our prospect into a deal, I did want to point out there are some miscellaneous stages left on the prospect object we haven't mentioned, and each of these stages are designed for one purpose, and that is to increase your conversion rate. Nurture has 5 powerful client scenario-based sales funnels that'll keep you in front of that client. Contact Loss sends out a high response rate text and email. D&Q has multiple sales funnels based on the scenario that the user inputs. Some of those scenarios can be credit score, credit event, income, assets, or other. And artificial intelligence is built into the D&Q status. As an example, if we said we had a foreclosure, D&Q will want to know the date of that foreclosure, and it will schedule out for your team exactly when we should be following up with that client. In addition, it'll begin the credit repair sales funnel for that client 60 days before their qualification date. And finally, Loss to Lender sends out a very professional email and text, as well as a 10-day prior to close follow-up to make sure that that client is still on track for closing. It's time now to convert our prospect into a deal so that we can focus on our client's upcoming home closing. Just like with our prospects, the deal object has their own pipeline, and here you can see ours. From now until closing, the most important thing to remember about deal is that every time that we make an update, like approved with conditions, multiple parties in the transaction are going to be updated. Weekly status calls are no longer needed because we're keeping everyone updated in real time, not just our clients or the buyer's agent, but the listing agent, the buyer's agent's assistant, the listing agent's assistant or transaction coordinator, our title or contact representative, homeowner's insurance agent, and more. Candid also has an AI-powered pipeline manager built directly into it. To give you an example, if we updated our loan amount, that's really important for our homeowner's insurance and title contact to know. And Candid will automatically reach out to them on your behalf to let them know that the loan amount has been updated. The same applies with the close date. For our closing disclosure, Candid will send out a daily reminder to the correct teammate, letting them know what CDs have to be sent out that day so that we can close on time. If you have a close date that exceeds your rate lock date, Candid will also let your teammate know that we've got a rate lock extension that is needed. Now, once we take a client from a prospect to a deal, the Realtor portal view will also be updated. Now, the Realtor will be able to see close date, CD status, appraisal status, and the rate lock expiration date, and who on the team they need to contact if they have any questions, along with their contact information. Candid is constantly responding to the information you and your team input into the system. As an example, when we ordered our appraisal, Candid will look to your appraisal turn times and schedule a follow-up for your teammate on the proper day. When we send out our CD, Candid will internally schedule a CD follow-up for your teammate to make sure that that closing disclosure is signed. Externally, Candid is communicating with your clients and the buyer's agent with dynamically populated status updates. And finally, once we're cleared to close, Candid follows the same procedure, communicating with the listing agent, the buyer's agent, the client, our title representatives, and more through email and through text. By everyone on our team being tied into Candid, Candid creates consistency through each step of every transaction with excellent communication and execution, which has ultimately allowed me to scale my origination business from $6 million a year to $250 million a year in 8 years. Now let's take a look at the final piece of Candid's post-closing client retention engine, fully automated and powered by AI. Creating an amazing home financing experience at scale through communication and execution is critical in growing your origination business. Candid's client retention engine is fully automated and provides an incredible experience for your clients and referral partners after closing. Starting with our post-closing survey. When your clients leave you a 5-star review, we'll share those with your referral partner and post them to your own site so other clients can see those reviews as well. Candid also has the ability to instantly post those to your social media platforms. The co-branded first payment text and email is next, and then we get into the fun stuff. Every year on your client's home anniversary is a fully automated process that starts with a happy anniversary email, co-branded with your referral partner. From there, we fully automated an annual mortgage review and encourage the client to provide that important information, which we then share with the referral partner. Moving on to the client's birthday, 5 days before every client's birthday, your referral partner will receive a birthday reminder. When that birthday reminder is sent out, Candid will also order a handwritten birthday card to be delivered in your client's physical mailbox on their birthday. Candid will also send a co-branded happy birthday email on their birthday as well. Another great way that Candid stays in front of every client is through co-branded home value updates. Every $25,000 your client's home increases in value is another great chance to celebrate through email and through text. Finally, Candid takes all of the information it gathers through post-closing surveys and annual mortgage reviews and updating your client's home values, aggregates it, and then analyzes it on your behalf to identify up to 16 different types of refinances. Candid's powerful refinance algorithms not only identify refinance opportunities for your clients, but also engage those clients in email and in text through dynamically populated content that is focused on their specific scenario. Month over month and year over year, Candid will consistently keep you in front of every client and every referral partner for life. So the next time they think real estate, you'll be their first call. Candid is a next-generation mortgage marketing, CRM, and client retention platform built for the modern loan originator. Click the link below when you're ready to take the next step on your journey to becoming the top loan originator in your market.